The Epstein case has once again returned to the center of national attention, but this time the focus is not only on the files themselves. It is now also on the leadership of the FBI and how the agency is responding to growing demands for transparency. In recent weeks, the FBI director has faced intense questioning from lawmakers and the public over what is being released, what remains sealed, and why the process has taken so long. For years, the Epstein files have symbolized unanswered questions. After Jeffrey Epstein's arrest and death, many Americans believed that crucial information about his network, his enablers, and institutional failures would eventually come to light. Instead, the case became defined by delays, redactions, and legal roadblocks. As more documents are released in stages, pressure has mounted on federal agencies, especially the FBI, to explain their role. The current FBI director has been called before Congress multiple times to address these concerns. Lawmakers from both parties have asked direct questions about whether the FBI is withholding information and whether all relevant materials are being made public. These hearings have become tense, reflecting a broader frustration with how the case has been handled over the years. One of the central issues is the scope of the files themselves. According to the FBI, the Epstein-related materials span years of investigations, interviews, evidence logs, and sensitive information connected to victims. The Bureau maintains that releasing everything at once could compromise privacy, ongoing legal matters, and national security interests. However, critics argue that these explanations are too broad and leave too much room for discretion. During congressional testimony, the FBI director emphasized that the agency is following the law and court orders. He stated that the FBI does not decide unilaterally what gets released, but instead works within a legal framework involving judges, prosecutors, and victim protections. This point has been repeated often, yet it has done little to quiet skepticism. Several lawmakers have openly challenged this position. They argue that excessive redactions undermine public trust and make it impossible to determine whether powerful individuals were shielded from scrutiny. Some have even suggested that the FBI's handling of the Epstein files reflects a deeper problem of accountability when cases involve wealthy or influential figures. The controversy intensified when certain documents appeared briefly online and were then removed. While officials said the removal was due to technical or privacy concerns, critics viewed it as another example of inconsistency. The FBI director was questioned directly about these incidents and asked to explain who authorized the removals and why clearer communication was not provided. Another layer of scrutiny involves past decisions made during earlier investigations into Epstein. Lawmakers want to know whether opportunities were missed and whether internal reviews have been conducted to assess failures. The FBI director acknowledged that mistakes were made across multiple institutions, but stopped short of assigning blame to specific individuals or departments. This careful language has drawn criticism. Advocacy groups argue that acknowledging vague institutional failures is not enough. They want concrete answers about who knew what, when they knew it, and why stronger action was not taken sooner. For survivors of abuse, these questions are deeply personal and long overdue. The FBI director has also been asked about cooperation with other agencies. Epstein's activities crossed state and international boundaries, involving financial transactions, travel records, and multiple jurisdictions. According to the FBI, coordination with other agencies is ongoing, but details remain limited. This lack of clarity has further fueled speculation and mistrust. At the same time, legal experts caution that the FBI